to interview Ryan Cox with Gwinnett Chat Outreach, and we're located today at Fussell Cake at 1205 Winder Highway in Decatur, Georgia. And we are here with the owner, one of the owners, Kim Fussell. She owns it jointly with her husband, Daryl. Karen Scott Green.
Catherine Hardrick.
And I'm Kimberly Fussell.
And so, Kimberly, tell us a little bit about Fussell Cake and what you serve here.
Wonderful. Well, I want to start out with telling you how we got started.
Okay.
So people often think that we're just a sweets company, which is what we started out as. My husband wanted to recreate his great aunt Fannie Mae's pound cake. And so when he did, we started giving it away. It was a part of our mission. And so when people would taste our pound cake, they would say, that pound cake's so good, we're not just going to call it pound cake, we'll call it Fussell Cake.
So is this one of your
Fussell
pound
cakes?
cakes?
It is,
That's
and
a
that's
Fussell cake.
that is, and that's our number one. We now make Fussell Cake in 16 flavors. We also wonderfully make 20 flavors of our cheesecake. But because my husband's a professional chef, we have an array of American foods, different varieties of things that we have here that we serve our customers. So hot dogs, hamburgers, wings, wraps. We cater to those who are gluten-free, those who are vegan.
Right. Full disclosure, I am vegan, and I ordered the veggie wrap and some fries. And
I have the blackened salmon with macaroni and cheese and potato salad, and I am one of your customers who I didn't know you serve food.
Well,
I would come in here and get the cheesecake, which the banana
pudding cheesecake
right.
is one of our most favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't wait to dive in.
Absolutely, and so we also cater to vegetarians. We make all of our sauces in-house, so like our bourbon bowl, which is our number one seller, which we make our own house-made bourbon sauce. It's with steamed rice, sauteed vegetables, grilled chicken, and the sauce. But you can always swap that out for salmon or shrimp. And then every day we're open, we have a different daily special. So on Wednesday we have the salmon with the shrimp and champagne sauce. Thursdays we have the smothered pork chops and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Sorry, I know you're vegan. But then we have Fridays and Saturdays, which is our fish fry.
Okay.
So today, which is Friday, is our fish fry Friday. So we get a lot of people in for that.
Okay.
And on Fridays and Saturdays are the only days that we feature our shrimp, macaroni and cheese, and our collard greens made with
Shrimp,
smoked turkey meat.
Macaroni and cheese.
Shrimp, macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's very popular.
Okay.
Well, that sounds delicious. I am looking forward to lunch
Yes.
and eating as we interview Ryan Cox from Gwinnett Chat Outreach.
Absolutely.
But thank you, Kim, for sitting down and letting us partake and
Absolutely.
and
Thank
be
you.
here.
Wonderful.
Thanks,
And enjoy our custom drinks as well, because we make those in-house too.
That's
Awesome.
right. I have the peach tea.
And I have the traditional sweet tea.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank
you
you.
so very much.
Thank you. Blessings.
Alrighty.
Enjoy.
Come on out to Fussell Cake.
1205 Winder Highway, Suite C, Decatur, Georgia. And we are here with Ryan Cox with Gwinnett Chat Outreach.
Yes. Hey, Brian.
Good morning or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. And so, you know, our thing is that we eat and we talk, we have conversations. So the same way that we would sit over a dinner table at your house, we want to have a conversation with you. Because I want people to know about Gwinnett Chat Outreach and the dynamic work that you're doing in Gwinnett County. So the first thing I would like for you to tell our listeners is, what is your why and what is Gwinnett Chat?
So my why is because what I see is a problem with generational wealth, generational things that's going on, and I want to see a fix to that. So my solution is, let's be proactive than reactive. I always tell people that, let's be proactive than reactive. And what I mean by that, even with, I know I'm in the nonprofit world, but a lot of times with nonprofit work in general, we're trying to fix a problem. My goal is, well, before that's a problem, let's get to the root cause. and that way we can bring it up and we can start addressing things before they become issues.
Okay.
Right.
So this is why we work with teenagers, and we try to get to the point where it was like, okay, let's put you in a program. Which our program is 100% free. There's no financial commitment from any of the participants, their parents, anything like that.
Okay, let's slow down. Can you say that one more time?
100% free. There's
Free.
no
Free is always a good price.
Right.
That's right. That's
and
right.
that's why I say no financial commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And so because I grew up not having a lot of resources and things like that and not being able to participate in things. And so I know what it's like to not have an opportunity to participate and do things just because of a financial reason.
Okay.
And so when I started this program, I wanted to make sure that that's not an issue for anybody. So I can reach out to parents and say, hey, just make sure the kids are on time, make sure they're respectful, make sure they are participating in the things that we're doing. That's all we ask. Hey, and then like the t-shirts, making sure you're coming for t-shirts or the appropriate apparel for whatever we're doing.
Right.
And so with this program, we're taking the kids into the businesses. We're doing a behind the scenes tour. We're getting a chance to talk with people that work in these industries every day, and they get a chance to learn what type of education do I need to work at this job, what type of work is required every single day, what type of salary can I expect. So they get to ask all of these questions. The other thing that we do is college tours.
Okay.
So this month alone, starting on the 12th, we will be at Georgia State doing a college tour. We have a college tour at Kennesaw State. We have one at Brenau University. And so then we do one-on-one mentoring. So one of the things that we do with that, we take the kids and we bring them out to Topgolf, and we bring in a different speaker every week, and they get to tell their story and how did they get to the point where they are in their career. So we focus on the kids and we try to figure out what do the kids like.
Okay.
What is it that drives them? What is it that they would like to be once they finish with high school?
So how many young people are you working with, and how did you choose them?
Right now we have about 20 kids in the program, and we have about 10 that's very active. And so we've gotten kids from a variety of ways, whether it be from word of mouth, whether it be so the other work we do outreach in the community. So
Okay.
we do food drives, we do box fan and produce giveaways. And so we'll pass out flyers advertising our programs, whether it be like town halls that we've done or we've put on ourselves and we've invited kids. Sometimes it's just from other parents who like the program and they've told their friends. So it really just varies. So social media too.
All right.
Like comes across our social media pages, so that helps.
So what's the meaning of Gwinnett Shared Outreach? How did you come up with that name?
So Gwinnett is because I moved to Georgia 15 years ago. I've been in Gwinnett now 14 years ago. I love this county. I'm never moving, so this is where
So
I'm
you're
at.
never moving?
I'm not moving. And then the Chat, it comes from my hometown, Chattanooga. So in Chattanooga, we nickname it, we call it Chat or Chat Town. And so it's kind of like a homage. It's a homage to my hometown, so I never forget where I come from. So I put that in the name. And then outreach, because I say outreach because, like I said, we earn the outreach because we are going out into the community. We are doing produce drives. We're helping with we help single moms with baby supplies. We help grandparents that are raising their grandkids, giving them coats and feeding them. And so whatever it takes to get the word out there, we're doing the outreach as well.
So all of this stuff costs money, but you invited to these students for free. How does Gwinnett Chat run?
So we've gotten grants in the past with some of the organizations. We've partnered with a lot of organizations, and we ask the companies to pitch in to make sure that they have covered the costs. So when I'm out networking, I say, hey, this is what my program does. This is what we're trying to do. Can you help us with this? So we have a scale of different levels that the companies can pay for in order to bring the kids in. And when they bring the kids in, this will include videographer, photographer. We make sure that we promote them on their social media pages. So it's a way for them to give back. And then some of it too, I mean, honestly, this company, I've been around 3 years. Some of it, you know, it's an investment for myself. I want to see it succeed. So some of it's coming out of my own pocket. So, you know, with any other
Self-funding?
self-funding, yeah. Like some other small businesses, like you gotta get the funding somewhere. So some of it is self-funding as
Okay.
well.
So, I'm a small business owner. Kat's a small business owner. What kind of commitment or level of commitment to small business owners? What's like the minimum that we could support you with?
Yeah.
The very minimum, I would say, when we have any type of events out in the community, if you want to come out and volunteer. So when we do our box fans, you can come out, volunteer, pass it out.
Volunteer is great, but I know
Yes.
that you need money.
We need money,
so
yeah.
I'm asking about like small business owners
How
who may
can
not.
small business
Yes.
owners partner with you,
Yeah,
support
so
you,
you can-
and fund?
So one of the ways you can do it, you can host a tour.
Okay.
If you want to host a tour at your office, you can come out and do that. If you want to come out and hang out with us at Top Golf and play Top Golf with us, we ask the business owners to contribute $300 towards that.
That's
So you can do that because so now everybody doesn't have an office or not big enough where they can support a group of kids. So you can do that. Like I said, if you do have a big enough office, you can do a tour and do that.
Okay.
Or if you just want to just be a corporate sponsor, you was like, hey, I want to make an annual donation. I want to do a recurring donation to make sure that the kids have something. You can do that. Hey, you have an office, you got 20 people in it, it's like, hey, buy everybody a t-shirt.
Okay.
And
Sell
they would go
t-shirts.
where to do that?
Yeah, they can go to the website and buy the t-shirts.
And what's your website?
GwinnettChat.org.
Can you spell that just to make sure that we've got it?
GWINNETTCHA, 2 T's, .org.
Okay. All right.
GwinnettChat.org.
And so, as a business owner, we could go to Gwinnett Chat and sign up to GwinnettChat.org, and we could sign up to make pledge to make annual contributions, or we could do like contributions for specific events.
Yeah, so whenever I have an event whenever we do an event out in the community, there will be, my website will get updated, so you'll be able to see that. So one of the things we're getting ready to do is a CPR class. So it's free to the public, but we are asking for donations.
Right.
So whatever you can donate, you can go to the, it'll be up real soon, so you can go to the website and you'll be able to go on there and say, I want to sign up for this class, I'm going to make a donation. So that's one way that we can help. So we have somebody who's volunteering their time to help do this CPR class. So, but we also have to rent a space at the library that we're going to be at.
And you'll probably be providing snacks for your students.
Right, right.
So
Yes.
some contributions to help with
Right.
offsets. Would you need contributions to help offset costs?
Right, because everything that we do with the, like I said, there's no financial commitment. So when we provide transportation, they all have t-shirts, and we provide them with meals and everything that we do as well. So even just if you can spare $20, that helps cover some of the meals.
Absolutely.
How are you transporting 10 to 20 kids to an event?
I'm doing it in my personal vehicle for right now. And then the goal is to buy a passenger van.
Okay.
So we're working towards that goal right now.
So speaking of which, what did you just do to try to raise money to get that van?
Yeah, so we had our first fundraiser as our first big ask. So in that ask, we did Dancing Stars of Gwinnett. And so we kind of had a feature.
Someone
Yes.
was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes. Someone over at this table in red won second place.
That we call Kat.
Yes. So, but yes, that was our first big fundraiser, and it was we got a really great response.
Okay.
It was really well received, and before the show was over, we already had people said, "I can't wait to come back next year."
Really?
It was that well received.
So I didn't get to make it because my son, my baby boy,
Oh yeah.
had COVID, so my entire house was quarantined. Thank you, Raymond.
Right.
And we missed going on an 8-day Caribbean cruise. But thank you, Raymond. It's okay.
Table
But thank you for your
Patty
donation,
Patty.
But you did donate though, so we appreciate
that's right.
that.
That's right. Yes.
Did you have a dancer that you donated to, or was it?
I donated to Captain
Okay.
Hardwick because I wanted to see her do well. And I understand that she was the #1 fundraiser for you.
She did. She had, I don't know, maybe like 40 different people that donated on her behalf.
Wow.
You know, I believe so much
And
in helping our young people, you know, and we need to get more people to partner with, support, and fund Gwinnett Chat Outreach. And we need to be proactive and do this because as an attorney, you've seen many youth
Yes.
who could have had some type of intervention,
Right.
right? And Gwinnett Chat Outreach is a vehicle to help that, right? To help prevent our young
Yeah.
people from going to the prison and getting in trouble.
Absolutely, because one of the things that I observe is, you know, I do a lot of work in some of the surrounding counties, like Newton County, Jackson County, Athens County, or Athens-Clark County. And there are not a lot of programs for young people.
Right.
So I represent some young people who have delinquency charges. So in juvenile court, they don't call it crimes, they call it delinquent acts. And so we're always looking for programs for young people to be involved in. And some of these outer counties don't have a Lion Cops.
Right.
So I want to applaud you for what you're doing, because there isn't a lot of programs aimed and targeted at young people. There's a lot of stuff for young kids.
Right.
You know, all kind of after-school programs and tutoring programs. But when they get to high school,
Right.
which is your target,
Right.
it's like we
13
almost,
to 18.
we almost forget about that
Right.
they need,
Right.
that they also need some
And not
structure.
everybody is going to play a sport.
Right.
Right. Stop thinking that everybody should have some type of football or basketball or hockey puck or whatever
Right.
in their hand. You know, we need to start giving these because most kids have less than 5 things that they want to do with their lives.
Yeah.
Right.
And Gwinnett Chat Outreach is at least exposing them, changing their environment.
Right. So one of the things I do too is more than just exposing them and partnering up with the companies themselves to figure out to do a tour. I also talk to the kids. I was like,
That's
okay, what is it that you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? And I give an example. So one of our participants in the program, who also danced, Mr. Kevin, he said, you know, Ryan, I think I want to be a marine biologist.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay. I said, I don't know a lot about marine biologists, but I said, this is what I said, I'm going to promise you one thing. He told me this about 5 months ago. I said, well, what about taking a tour of the Georgia Aquarium? I was like, I said, I think that's the best, at least what I know what to do. I was like,
Right.
okay. So I was like, I said, I'm going to make you a promise. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but I'm going to find a way to get you a tour. We're going to do a behind the scenes tour of the Georgia Aquarium. It took me a while, but next week we will be doing that tour of the
That's
Georgia
right.
Aquarium.
All
So
right.
I listened to what he
Okay.
wanted to do, and I made sure that I was
Okay.
able to do that.
That's good.
And also, I don't know if you know this, but Savannah State, the university on the coast, has a marine science program.
Okay.
University by the Sea, Savannah State University. They have a marine science program. That's a day trip right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Going
yeah.
down there so he can see the university. But this is one of the only HBCUs. It may be the
Really?
only HBCU that has a marine science
Oh, wow.
program.
Okay.
It may be the only one. I don't want to misspeak.
Right.
But that's a great day trip for him to get down there and see this program. My son's getting ready to go to the marine and environmental science department are together.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I know about the
Right.
marine science program. But that's an excellent opportunity for him to see what that curriculum is like, talk to some professors, kind of talk to other students to see if it's something that he might be interested in. But if it's something that he wants to do, I want to have a reason to go down and see my baby.
Right.
So
Yeah, yeah.
You need a chaperone. You're supposed to have drive. Well, that's a good reason for folks to donate and try to help make that happen. Because
Right,
definitely,
right.
I mean, Kennesaw, Georgia State, and so forth, they're local. But to go
Yeah.
beyond the immediate space, since you're driving Ruby Red. So does anybody know what this means when you in the car trying to roll down the window?
I'm trying to get a new truck. She keeps talking about it. I'm going to get a
You
new
don't have
truck.
automatic windows?
Girl, we have to hurry up with the kids some air.
So, so the goal, I don't want to skip over this. So I know that you're raising money for the van, which is very needed because you're doing the heavy lifting of, like literally doing the heavy lifting of taking these kids back and forth. What is your goal for your fundraising goal for the van?
The goal, well, we need it's going to cost us about $65,000.
$65,000
Passenger van.
for a passenger van. And do you mind sharing how much you raised?
We raised, for the fundraiser, we raised just over $20,000.
All right.
Yes.
And that was your first major.
My first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as a 501c3, are you allowed to have like a GoFundMe?
I would think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I would think so.
So
Yeah, we
okay.
are because my friend Jamal, he started GoFundMe with his.
So can we ask, subscribers and folks in social media to donate through a GoFundMe for the truck, for the van?
Sure.
Okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
let's do
We're
that.
gonna get that
All right,
set up.
let's get it
We're
going.
gonna get that set up.
Appreciate
That
that.
is definitely a worthy goal.
That's right.
I know personally that you are, and I hear from my good friend all of the things that you're doing with these young people, out there in these streets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's out there in these streets.
That's
Trying to
right.
keep them out the streets.
That's right. We're going to the streets so they don't have to, right?
Right.
And
Amen.
can you just tell us about some of the, name drop on some of the businesses that you have been to that have supported you, that let you come out with young people to show them around their business?
Yeah, so one of the first ones we got a chance to do, and he actually spoke at the fundraiser, was First Class Eye Care, Dr. Young.
Okay.
So he did a tour. We did one of our first tours over there.
First Class Eye Care, thank you, Dr.
Yes,
Young.
Dr. Young. I'm actually going to have my eyes checked there next week.
He's in Swansburg.
No, he's in Duluth.
Duluth.
Okay.
He's in Duluth. So we've been there. We've done with the Georgia Swarm,
Okay.
the Atlanta Gladiators.
Now, Georgia Swarm, that's the lacrosse team?
That's the lacrosse
Okay.
team. We've done Whippatech OCS, which was an amazing tour.
Whippletech?
Uh-huh.
What is that?
You go ahead.
So Whippatech OCS, it's a German manufacturing company. They make the machines that inspects food to make sure the legal amount of foreign substances
Okay.
aren't in there. So they make the X-rays machines
Okay.
for that. But they also make sure when you buy something, the package that's on the bag matches what's in the bag.
Okay.
So it makes sure that it's the correct weight. So we got it behind the
Okay.
scenes.
And if you ever see one of the gummy bears, what was it called?
Haribo.
Okay. And so they make that?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, so we've also worked with Gwinnett County government
Okay.
as well. We've done a tour of the water plant up in Beaufort.
Okay.
We've worked with the planning and development department at Gwinnett County, the Entrepreneur
Okay.
Center up there. That's not something off the top of my head, but we've done a ton.
And just to add, just a little bit to let our listeners know, when these young people are in front of these folks, they're talking to everyone on the ladder.
Okay.
They're talking to
From the
CEOs all the way down to whatever. Okay.
To a
Right.
clerk.
And so with what's the gentleman's name with the Gwinnett County Planning?
Roman, I forget his last
$300
name.
million for all of the
The exchange
development.
at Gwinnett.
And,
Yeah.
and they were able to talk to this person.
Okay.
So when these young people have access like that, Ryan is putting them in front of real life jobs, careers, futures,
Okay.
right? This
Right.
isn't just talk. He's actually doing the work.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, we got a chance to speak with him. They got to learn about where the movies and everything are made through all the Marvel movies. So they got
Oh,
the
yeah.
firsthand. Yeah.
Wait, and then when we went to tell them how they showed them how with the sporting events, how they had the camera set up, and they were showing them how. So I don't remember this part, but when you took them to the Swarm game, they had a first of all, I'm way wrong. I've never been on the field when the team run out.
Yeah,
Girl,
we
that
got
was
to
so.
go.
Oh
We
man,
got
it
to
was.
go.
Y'all
so-
behind the scenes at the Swarm game.
We got to go down on the field
Okay.
as the team was coming out of the tunnel.
Okay.
And they got a chance to, they called out the organization name.
Were the kids excited?
Oh, yeah.
Girl, oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I love
What about
it.
the one young man who was quiet all the time?
Oh, yeah. So we went to the Atlanta Gladiators game.
Okay.
So one of the young men is a complete introvert. And so he had went to his first hockey game. Never been to a hockey game in his life. Mind you, he never speaks. If he does, he has a very baritone
Yeah.
voice. And he speaks really quiet though. But he went to that game and he was the loudest person in
The
the room.
super fan came out.
He came out of nowhere and I'm
Girl.
like, who is this person?
I have to admit, I'm not a big sports enthusiast, but we also have been to the Gwinnett Gladiator games. And didn't grow up with hockey because I grew up in South Florida, but those games are
They
pretty
are
fast
fun.
and exciting.
Right.
They are fun.
Yes.
They really are fun. There's a lot of fan
It is.
participation.
It
So
is.
yeah, I can only imagine.
And we just went to a Stripers game a
Okay.
couple, maybe last month. Last month we went to a
Okay.
Stripers game too. So we're doing a lot of firsts for some
Yeah.
of the kids. So sometimes everything is not always just educational too. So sometimes we do stuff just to have fun. So when we went to the Swarm game the last time, I just said, hey, I got 3 extra tickets. Does anybody want to go? And they were like, yeah, I want to go. I want to go. I took them out to a Hawks game before just because. And so we got a chance to do that. And so at the end of this month, we'll be going out to watch the Falcons and at their practice. So we're going to be doing that. And then we'll be going out to Falcons preseason game this year too. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing. So it's just
You ain't
trying
playing
to.
around with these kids.
So,
And can we reiterate? It's all free.
yes.
Yeah, I love it because free is
Yeah, because
a great price.
Because a lot of times too, you ask them, they're like, I've never been not only have I been to a game, but I've never even been in this building before. And so a lot of times they're doing things for the first time. And so you see where they start appreciating it too. So we have it where kids now, when we're getting ready to do donations, like work out in the community, like produce drives or the box fan drives, they're coming to me, they're calling me, it's like, hey, I know you didn't call me, but can I come out? Can I volunteer? Come out and volunteer and be a part of that. So they're wanting to give back too.
Now,
So do you
before you, I'm sorry, girl, you know how we are. We just like, but before you leave or we close out, please talk about some of the things you blessed the young people with at the gala.
Yes.
And some of the folks that
Okay.
sponsored and came in and donated their time and treasure.
Yeah, so we have a corporate sponsor, Stableville Hospitality, Mr. Ali Jamal, who I'm very thankful for. So I'm gonna get to this part
Yes,
story
yeah,
first.
take it.
So he came out to Top Golf with us one time, and he kind of looked around. He was like, you know what? He started asking me about the kids and personalities and things like that. And so I'm talking to him about them, and he was like, you know what? I see a lot of myself in these kids when I was their age. And he's like, I want to be a bigger part of this. What can I do to give
That's
back?
right.
So he decided to put his money where his mouth was and become a corporate sponsor. And so through this, we were able to set up the Jamal Family Foundation. And so what this is going to allow us to do is to give out scholarships to every kid once they graduate high school.
Wow.
Well, we didn't have any kids that graduated high school this year, but we had one young man that's in his first year of college. So we were able to bless him with a scholarship. And then we also partnered with another company that allowed him to that accepted him with another scholarship process, meaning we're going to be able to work with them to be able to find him up to 40 to 50 more additional scholarships. So not only will they find them, they're going to help him apply for these scholarships too. So he's going to have this commitment over the next few months to find all these scholarships, so hopefully he can graduate debt free. So that was one of the things we were able to do. Other things we were able to do through another grant that we won was we were able to bless every kid with new laptops. So every kid in
nice.
program got new laptops. So I was able to do that for them at the fundraiser
That's
as
right.
well.
Okay, so I have a rising freshman going to Savannah State University. Did I say that already? And a rising junior in high school. how can I get them involved?
Oh yeah, just go to the website, gwinnettechet.org, and then there's a tab called Bridging the Gap. You can read up more about the program, what we do, and then there's a sign-up sheet on there. You can go on there, you can register, say, hey, once you register, I'll give you a call personally myself, and then we'll talk about the program, we'll talk about expectations, I'll bring over t-shirts and everything, and then I'll let you know the things that we're doing. So I keep a lot of it private, so I never post the events. I'm talking about it now, but I don't post the events publicly because we, just for various reasons. But what we want to do, we let the people in the program know what we want to be doing, what we're doing. So we have a busy month this month already, so we're going to be jam-packed with events starting next week. So I'm excited about it.
And how can organizations partner with you, support you, become corporate sponsors, and how can individuals volunteer, donate, and become reoccurring?
So everything is on my website. So I encourage everybody to go on the website. You can find there's a form on there if you want to volunteer. There's a form on there for that. If you want to be a sponsor, if you want to be a corporate sponsor, there's a tab. So under the Bridging the Gap, there's also a section under there where you can go as a company and say, hey, I want to be a part of this. So you can go on there and look through that and see the different price points for what it costs to host a tour. Sometimes we know every company doesn't have it, so we get creative. So we can work something out. Like with some organizations, we've been able to find workaround where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you a percentage of this or ticket sales or whatever. So we can make things work, but at the end of the day, we'll figure it out.
All right.
GwinnettChet.org.
Yes, gwinnettechet.org.
Okay. All right.
And we are going to set up that GoFundMe today.
That's right.
So that we can help you get that van.
I appreciate
for those
it.
young people.
We need it. We need it.
Definitely.
We're trying to help more kids. The more we can do, having a van will allow us to do a whole lot more.
That's right. That's right.
Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want folks to know about your work with Gwinnett Chat or what Gwinnett Chat's doing?
I would just say, not necessarily, but I would just say, if you want to get involved, please get involved. We need more people. I know we talk about this a lot. We need more than lip service. Like we need people to really put in the time and the effort and their money to really make this successful. Because it's not about me. I've never made this organization about me. I wanted to make it about the kids. And so what we're trying to do is just make sure that we can put these kids first, have them, make sure that they have a bright future ahead. So that's all I'm saying. The more we can help, the better our community is going to be as well.
So put your money where your mouth is.
That's right.
Put your actions to work. And let's get busy with Gwinnett Chat outreach.